If you are new to homeschooling, considering homeschooling, or you finally have a kid that's about to enter school age, this video is for you. I wanted to come on as a mom who just finished up our first year of homeschooling a kindergartner, preschooler, and toddler / infants, and just share what we actually used and some things that we are planning to use in the upcoming years. So let's just jump right into it. For reading, I did order the Toddler Can Read curriculum. It's a digital curriculum, and I really wanted these flashcards. And did I get the readers with it? I think it may have come with readers that were physical, or maybe I only did the digital copies. Either way, we didn't actually use those readers, but I did use these. I really love these flashcards because they're pretty sturdy. Even if a kid puts them in their mouth, pretty sturdy. For that program, you do like 3 or 4 letter sounds at a time until they've mastered that, and then you move on. My 4-year-old and 5-year-old started the year off knowing, the 5-year-old knew all of his letter sounds really good. The 4-year-old knew most of them. There was maybe 6 sounds that he didn't know. What we really focused on with the kindergartner and the 4-year-old was started off making sure we were solid with our letter sounds, and then we moved into blending 2 letters and 3 letter sounds. And I can say we successfully are now reading these full Bob books independently by the end of the year. Like, they can sit here and read Matt Tugs, Dot has a hat, things like that. So that is exciting. The next thing I just mentioned, the Bob books. So we use these and started off the year, couldn't read them, ended the year, can read them. And we also bought a second set of Bob books for next year as well. The other thing we used for reading was something that was gifted to us by my mother-in-law. She knew we were homeschooling, and she knows we just like educational gifts for our kids. It's called Learn to Read by Nickelodeon, or Scholastic. It's a Scholastic phonics reading program. What I really liked about these is that it came with little flashcards for vocabulary, but then each of the books focuses on a specific sound, like short E. And I really liked that I just use these for our morning time. Like when we would read aloud, I would read some of these, and it highlights, like bolds, the word that the kid should read or could read. And I would ask them to read the words in bold as we were doing the read aloud. Those were really nice this year, and just a fun surprise. And here are some of the vocabulary cards that it came with, so you can see what that looks like. And it has pictures, suds. I did purchase the All About Reading pre-reading for our kids because I really wanted to try it out. I had read reviews, and then I actually went into a homeschool store here, and they had this set at a really good price, and so that's why I purchased it. To be honest, I started off for like the first 2 weeks, and I did like actually how you're supposed to teach it, but I did not finish it. What I did use, though, throughout also for read aloud times were the readers that it comes with. And I love these readers. It has like rhyming alphabet, and we just love these. I love the quality of them. They're hardcover, and if you have kids and babies around, you know that you will appreciate some hardcover, sturdy materials. Like, that's the theme here, right? Next thing we used was a tutor. I actually got a tutor for reading and math for the kindergartner because I started off the year with a newborn, and I knew mentally, emotionally, just physically, sometimes I was not going to be engaged, but I didn't want that to put us behind. And I also wanted to allow myself grace to enjoy my newborn without having all of this pressure of like having to do this, consistently to see progress. It was such a bright spot in our homeschooling journey the first year to have a tutor, especially for me because I'm not a teacher by background. I actually got a degree in engineering, and so actually learning how to teach effectively to young kids was just new for us and me, even though there are children and my kids, and I know them, I know what they like. Actually being a teacher, you just have this beautiful way of doing things, and you're trained differently to help accomplish what you're trying to do. I just really loved getting a experienced teacher tutor for us. She did half the time of reading and half the time doing math. We got him excited about learning and just practicing every week. She would only come in once a week, and throughout the rest of the week, we actually did all of the practice. And next set of resources came from our lovely tutor, which I'm forever grateful for. And first thing that she provided to us were the CVC flashcards. We use these a lot. And we have this baggie full of laminated pictures, box, and letters that go along with that. They're like puzzle pieces. Just really great. Love these. Laminated games. You can do a lot of these things for yourself. That's why I'm just sharing it with you all, because I want you to get ideas and be able to do them yourself. Snakes and ladders game for lowercase letters and just letter sounds. You can play how you want to. And one of the things I loved once we actually got to being able to blend and read simple sentences is this phonics fluency reader. Y'all, make you one of these. Make you one of these. If I can link this actual one, and then y'all could print it, or I'll ask her for it. But yes, it has all of the sounds at the beginning, but then it has these pages where they can go through, read it 3 times, pick the picture that matches. Such a good resource. Then the other resource we used for reading was this little wooden letters. We would use those I would use those with my toddler, the 4-year-old. It was just a really good busy activity too. When I was trying to do stuff with one of the other kids, I can get this out and put all the letters in here, and then you could flip it over. For my 2-year-old, it kept her busy for at least 30 minutes. That gave me enough time to spend 20 minutes with the kids, the older kids, doing something, or if I had to breastfeed or something like that, change the baby, get the baby down for a nap. Love this. And I think this is the last reading resource we used this year for the most part, other than books, which is this 1,000 Books Reading Challenge that we signed up with through the library. It's a free program Elastic offers. They give you this book, but it also has an app. And we just signed up for this like a few months ago. The challenge is to read 1,000 books to your child, with your child. Even though we just signed up a few months ago, he's been so motivated and excited to read his books, to put stickers on there and put them in the places. We mostly use the app to track it, but just a really fun, free thing to do, and gives you more practice and confidence with reading. So there's that. Now, for math, we actually used Math with Confidence. I love how short and simple these lessons were. The kids being very hands-on and needing to feel things, this was great for that. And again, just very short and simple lesson. Now, some things that we also did with math that our tutor helped us with: laminated 10-frame chart and laminated practice number bonds and just breaking down numbers in different ways, and then a hundreds chart. We would do this easy all the time. I mean, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, be like, hey, where's your hundreds chart? Practice your numbers, skip by tens, go by twos, go by fives. So those things for math, along with number cubes and just anything hands-on. That's what we did for math this year. Now, here's some things we're adding in coming up. I got these daily addition drills workbooks. I got 2 of them, one for my 6-year-old now, one for my 5-year-old. And then I also got these easy subtraction workbooks as well. So I'm excited about adding that in and doing more reviewing math for reading math and incorporating a lot more like writing and practicing writing are these workbooks, learn workbooks. I got a reading for kinder, a writing, got the first grade writing, math, and a reading one. So I'm excited to start to use this daily reading comprehension that we got from a friend. We're going to go ahead and like actually do this more consistently. It has grades 1 through 2, but when we were doing it, I think we did 3 of these because I did copies because I didn't want to write in it just yet. The words and stuff, my like towards the end of the year, my kindergartner 5-6-year-old could do them and he could answer them, and I really like that. Now I'm going to just share some resources that we'll be doing over the summer for pre-K and kinder. First up is this pre-K brain quest book. This will be an easy pop out when I just need something to do throughout the day to keep our brains going and keep our minds focused and engaged in learning and practicing. I have the pre-K one and I also have a kinder one. I actually had these throughout the school year too, when there's days when I was just tired and needed to do something and I needed it to be simple. I would just pop out brain quests for us. I actually did photocopies of the pages so that way I don't have to keep buying the book over and over, especially with 4 kids. I was trying to be economical. They also come with cards for kinder, which I got. And to be honest, I would just look at these for ideas sometimes on like questioning and different games and stuff, but because it's so small and it has like multiple things on the card, if you look, it was hard for my kids to read them, and so I really just use this as a resource for me to just get inspiration, different little mini games to play with the kids throughout the day. My friend recommended these summer bridge activity books, and it says that it's 15 minutes a day. And y'all, we already started this. It's been so simple. I love it. And I want to have each of them have a keepsake every year. Like this may be our thing that we have as a keepsake for each kid. Right now, I only have one of the K-1, and then I just went ahead and purchased the 1st to 2nd as well. I just went ahead and ordered it just to check it out for myself to see if there's some things that, you know, I want him to do out of this book too. Another resource that we used throughout the year was this mindfulness workbook. We would just talk about our feelings and be more mindful about how we're feeling, how we're doing, the things around us in our daily. So I just really enjoyed doing this during our morning or right before bedtime or even at dinner. We would just pick a topic and go with that. These worked exceptionally well for my toddler and even the kids. Again, it's another busy activity thing, but I got these from Amazon a long time ago. It just helped us identify fruits and vegetables, and there's a vehicle one, bugs, animals, all kinds of things to take out. Let her figure out what goes where and say the names and look at colors and actually do something hands-on. If you put it in your mouth, it won't rip or get kind of ruined because it's wooden. So I like that. I like learning resources and toys that can't be easily destroyed. little parking lot, magnetic parking lot. I got it from Hobby Lobby or something. But there's little letters in the parking spaces. This was a hit with all the kids just when they needed a activity to do, when I needed them to do something before dinner, something that's not screen time. I watched Brittany here on YouTube about her homeschool resources, and one of the things she recommended that I'm excited to incorporate is this indescribable 100 devotions about God. I also have another book that my friend who is a seasoned homeschool mom recommended for something similar when it comes to like daily devotional time that I will share with you guys when I get it. Deluxe Then and Now Bible Maps book. One of my kids really likes maps. It'll help us start to identify and be able to look at maps, talk about the geography and where things were and to where they are now in Bible times. A book that I'm reading, is Morning by Morning by Paula Penn-Nabrett. So far, it's been inspirational. I'm excited and just thankful to be on this journey of homeschooling. I hope that this video was helpful to you to see, what I actually used. And there's so many other things like magnet tiles. We use those a lot. Legos, the medium-sized Legos, not the super small ones. We're not there, and I hope we don't get there because all those pieces, there's so many Lego pieces. I love Lego sets, but that may just be one of those things that we keep when we go places. All right, you guys, that wraps up my curriculum haul, all the things that we're using and used in our homeschool journey. If you have used any of these things, let me know how you like them and what you like about them the most. And I'm so excited to start documenting this journey here on this channel. So subscribe if you want updates here and there when time permits. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.